fleeing toward Concord, they rejoined the commander of their expedition, Lieutenant Colonel Francis Smith. Smith had been expecting a relief column, but it was hours overdue. He finally began what he called a strategic withdrawal back towards Boston. To the Americans, it looked like a retreat, and it looked like an opportunity. Using a shortcut, the militia reached a crossing called Merriam's Corner ahead of the King's troops. Taking cover behind houses, fences, and trees, they waited for their quarry to march into their track.
Before we'd gone half a mile, we were fired on from all sides. The country was full of woods, which the rebels did not fail to take advantage of. But they were all lined with people who kept an incessant fire upon us. Their numbers increasing from all parts, while ours was reduced by deaths, wounds, and fatigue. Lieutenant John Barker.
The British thought that the Americans' tactics were pretty shameful. Many British participants complained bitterly at the way in which the Americans had, from behind cover, shot at them on the road. They found this very difficult to cope with. They were not used to this guerrilla type of warfare.
Exhausted and out of ammunition, the Redcoats finally saw their salvation. Lord Hugh Percy's relief column of 1,000 men arrived. Smith's men took an hour's rest under the protection of Percy's cannon. Then they resumed their retreat. As many as 3,000 rebels now lined the road. The British faced a 15-mile gauntlet back to Boston, maintaining their formations under a withering fire.
It became the great myth that the British were stupid standing there and getting shot at. They really didn't have any other choice. I mean, once they were on the road and they were out there, they had to get back in some kind of order. The minute they all spread to the four winds, they'd be individual targets. A little bit harder to find, but you'd lose all of your military capacity if you did that. So that was the only tactical choice that they could make.
At sundown, the Redcoats finally reached safety near Boston. More than 270 men, nearly 1 in 6, were wounded, missing, or dead.
It was really a rural riot is what it was. Everybody came and took a shot, you know, and all day long this was escalating and escalating. When the British finally got back, practically destroyed, the country could never be the same again.